Okay, so we're gonna have a Terran Protoss with Farouk and Superblau versus a Protoss Zerg in LemonADE and SilverBullet. But we'll get this underway in just a second. For anyone watching, it's a very good idea to keep yourself hydrated while playing StarCraft 2. Something we nerds often forget. Alright, just finishing up the load screen and we'll get this underway. Alright, so up the top here we have Team LemonADE with the pink Zerg, SilverBullet, and the blue Protoss, LemonADE himself. Down at the bottom, excuse me, we have Team Superblau with the red Terran, Farouk, and the green Protoss, Superblau. We're going to have to see how these guys go. We are on high orbit, which was the first map here, but I'll just do a quick recap for those that missed it. High orbit, you share a base with your partner, which is always nice in 2v2s. You're not split by some sort of stupid thing in the middle. So you do have a shared base, so it's very easy to group your armies up, which is always the key to team games, of course. And you have these expansions, like you can go over here where you've got two bases right near each other. Or you can go down here and take the gold, but you have to kill the destructible rocks for that. So you do have a few options for extra bases here on this map. The one thing you do have to watch for is there is a backdoor destructible rocks, which can be taken down, and of course if that gets taken down and your army's over here, you have to walk over. So as long as you're just careful about your army positioning, it's a pretty good map for team games. Alright, sorry, just closing these windows. Okay, and there's a bit of lag here. Oh, and look at that, the probe, they're actually killing the SCV building the barracks by the looks of it. Looks like they've got double worker harass going on here. And they should actually kill that SCV again, and Yitza is lagging, so I'm just going to ask him to leave. Alright, brilliant. And there we go, he actually killed two workers there, so actually blocking that that barracks for quite a while. Farouk firing up there. Screw you, man. All good, all good. Okay, yeah, for those that missed it, there was a little bit of lag there. It was Yitza, and he did leave, which is good. So hopefully we're going to have no lag here. If there's any other lag, I'll just ask the other observers to leave. Anyway, back to the builds we're seeing come out here. It looks pretty standard from everyone so far. Gas before pull, which is extremely common for Zergs in team games. It's a very safe build, obviously. If you go hatch first and get double cheesed, that hatch has no chance of surviving. But if you go for this gas, then pull, you can normally get enough out to help defend those cheeses, and then you can expand after. And it really doesn't hurt your economy that much, because, I mean, when you're expanding that early, you just don't have saturation at both bases. You can see here, he still hasn't quite got saturation at this main. So expanding early doesn't give him that much. And actually pulling his drones at 100 gas to get that metabolic boost, which I'm clicking for him. I'm clicking, there we go. Gets underway. So, yeah, very, very common, safe Zerg build there, coming out of SilverBullet. And it looks like everyone is still playing pretty standard. A fast tech lab on the barracks for Farouk. Actually not getting a marine out first. And a quick engineering beta wall. So, excuse me, this isn't quite standard. There is a bit of spectator chat, and I don't know how to block that, or if there's a way to block that. So, everyone in the VODs can check that out as well, I guess. We do see Warpgate getting chrono boosted out for Superblau, but there is a pylon here for LemonADE. But it should have been spotted here by Farouk, I believe, with that depot. Yes, he did spot it. So we should just send a marine or marauder over to deal with that as soon as he can. But instead getting a Reaper out with concussive shells. Presumably the Reaper's for scouting and the concussive shells is for a bit later on. But it looks like LemonADE and SilverBullet are actually coming around to these destructible rocks to do a push into the main of Farouk and Superblau. Gonna have to see how that goes for him. If he actually brings the Overlord over, he can warp in units on the high ground with that Warpgate technology finish in just a second. And Team Superblau actually isn't going around and killing that pylon, which is a big, big mistake. They can see the units there. They can see the pylon. here comes a Reaper, which will actually take out that pylon very quickly. Reapers do a lot of damage to buildings, but instead decides to cliff jump a little bit, just show off what he can do. Show me your moves. But it looks like that pylon is going to get taken out now, slowly by that Reaper. And there's not a lot SilverBullet can do to help. Zerglings just melt the Reapers. So he's going to drop another pylon instead. And a lot of Lings hitting those structural rocks. Going to want to get some Stalkers over or something with a bit of range to actually take them out. The Marauder is chilling here, not actually coming over yet. The Reaper does pick up a few kills there, kills one Ling. And going to start betting on this pylon now, but it is complete, so he can start walking in units on the high ground. Here comes some Stalkers, 3 Stalkers against 3 Stalkers. Superblau warping in some more Stalkers to try and hold this off, and he is going to need them, so he should hold this initial warp in. Warping in on the low ground this time is LemonADE, not going to warp up here. But with these Stalkers, he will be able to take out the Lings, but this one Stalker will be able to take out those rocks all by itself now. That Overload is going to go down for SilverBullet, and it does supply block him for just a second. LemonADE's pylon is going to go down, but he does have a third pylon that he's constructed down here. He needs to micro that Stalker a little bit. He should be able to outrange these ones. And the rocks are about to go down, and a ton of Lings are about to stream in for SilverBullet. Here they go. They're going to surround these Stalkers. They're not going to be able to escape. And it does not look good for Team Superblau. Very few units up to try and hold this off. A bunch of Lings in the base. Stalkers getting warped in, and this looks like it's going to be our quickest game yet. It should be GG very shortly. Superblau actually going to get supply blocked as he takes out that pylon. No, he doesn't take out that pylon. Yes, he does take out that pylon. Excuse me. Supply blocked for just a second, but now he's losing so many units. He's back in the OK for supply, and if he takes out this pylon, he will not be able to warp in anything. And Immortal comes out, which of course will melt Stalkers, but just not enough. Why is LemonADE running? Why is he running? He could definitely take that Immortal out. Just waiting for some reinforcements, it appears. And we're going to take that Zealot out. Now the Immortal's going down. A couple of Stalkers up, and actually Team Superblau may just hold this. No, more Stalkers coming in. This should be GG. Marauders are pretty good against Stalkers when you can micro, but when there's this many Stalkers up, I'd have to say it's GG, but frantic microing going on by both players here. By all players, sorry, all 4 players, both teams. Just trying desperately not to lose. Is Team Superblau and Team LemonADE trying desperately to push for the win. But really, if he can get that pylon down here, that is such a critical pylon. It powers 1 warp gate plus that robotics bay, and it looks like he is going for it now. It's on about... Oh no! Farouk is lagging. Farouk, our Terran superhero over on the right, who's getting harassed like crazy by these Zerglings, does experience a moment of lag, but that Immortal is not going to get out. That warp gate is depowered, and all these probes getting pulled off the line. It looks like Team Superblau is in dire straits at the moment. A ton more Lings streaming in. No real income for Superblau. Farouk, on the other hand, does have some sort of income, but really not enough to hold off 2 players' attacks here. And I dare say the second this Nexus goes down, that it's going to march into Farouk's base and take him out pretty comfortably. Warping in a couple of units, but the Nexus goes down. Superblau actually has no probes left either, so this is going to be the end of Superblau. Farouk probably will not be able to hold this. He is trying desperately to get a bunker up, but he's going to have to pull a ton of SCVs to try and repair that. And I don't think it'll work. Actually, microing pretty well here, pulling that Marauder back as someone lags. Possibly me, by the looks of it. Maybe. Farouk is slowing down the game. I'm going to go with it with him again and take the blame off myself. We do see a lot of trouble here for Team Superblau. I can't believe they haven't GG'd yet, to be honest. A ton of units just killing the work line. There we go. Farouk has the orbital command, but it's going to get taken down in just a second. Superblau trying his best to warp some units in, but that is going to be GG. Team Superblau getting knocked out to Team LemonADE on high orbit, and a little bit of lag just to finish the game as the players leave. That was a pretty comprehensive victory for Team LemonADE, you'd have to say. A very quick rush.